Hello viewers, welcome once again to another edition of our women's program Karimpe. Today we are very happy as we have with us a very enterprising lady, and she is none other than Minha Riyaz Khan. She is, of course, the project lead of Prime Rural, a very significant and I should say a promising initiative of the government of Meghalaya, which she is leading from the front. Like we all know about entrepreneurship, but this is more rural based. In fact, so far as I'm being told that they have incubated, Prime Rural has incubated so far over 145 entrepreneurs and over diverse businesses and business categories of over at least 25 such people of such distinct business categories. Well, apart from that, well, Minha has also been outside. She's been traveling a lot earlier to coming and joining this establishment and leading the Prime Rural from the front. As I said, she was in Italy. She is actually an aero engineer, and that interested me a lot really, because from that space to this space it is huge actually jump, should I say. But then she has had other experiences as well. She has worked in Italy. She has worked with ISRO as well as in the Indian Meteorological Department as well. Today she is redefining literally entrepreneurial skill and entrepreneurship on the whole in Meghalaya. So we warmly welcome her to this program, and we will have a beautiful conversation. I'm sure you would love to be a part of it and enjoy this conversation. Thank you so much, Ma'am Minha, for coming to the studios of Doordarshan, and we are indeed very fortunate to have you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, Mashmi ma'am, for calling me here.
Yes. You know, as soon as I was I got introduced to you some time back, and then I realized that you are actually from the technical field. Really, you were once a technical operations manager in Italy, and you have a strong foundation in math as well as in philosophy. You also are an aerospace engineer. Tell us, how did all this begin for you? I mean, this is something that not all women actually would love to delve into, really, but you did. So what took you over those spaces?
For me, growing up, I was a very academic student,
okay.
But at the same time, I was very into extracurricular activities. Now, by the time I was coming to 12th standard, I had to pick like a way, but
okay.
I had my heart always in social service. But while it came to academics, I had so much diverse interest. I wanted to really pick a field where I could learn a lot of things in the same field. So while I was, I knew for sure I'll go in the science field. So when it came to picking up engineering, I knew I wanted to do engineering for sure. I wanted to pick an engineering field that had all the engineering fields combined together. Okay. So aerospace is considered as, you know, the medical of engineering, that it has mechanics, it has computer science and everything involved. So I wanted to really take it up. So that was one thing that I really wanted to take up. And same with philosophy. When I started my bachelor's, then I stepped into master's. I was doing it side by side with distance learning. It was also because philosophy is considered as master of all subjects. So exactly. I really wanted to study a lot of things together. And for mathematics, it was because it's considered as the closest to truth. So as a kid, I was like I really want to explore truth and so on and so forth. So I picked up mathematics. And as a woman, I think for me, I really did not want to be put in any category per se. I really wanted to explore myself in the full-fledged manner as like 100% human being. So for me, because of my father, he's my greatest inspiration. He always told me, just be yourself, be your 100%, whatever you want to do. And I really wanted to be the most unconventional self that I am. So I really did not want anybody to define me as to what I should do.
Because you redefined yourself.
Yes. So I wanted to really create my own path, create my own things. And I am a firm believer of the fact that life happens only once. And you need to live very fearlessly and 100% in that context. So doing all of this is because of this very innate curiosity that I have about life and about learning. So this is how it happened, and specifically for Prime Rural as a journey, I'll make it short because it's a long story. The shortest one being that while I was in Italy, I was as an aerospace engineer doing my stunt at IMD, ISRO. When I came back to India, people thought I was being really stupid, that I was leaving everything and coming back. But for me, I think I had hit the mark of having the satisfaction with, I don't know, monetary satisfaction, but I really wanted to do something for the community that gave me like really good feeling.
Yeah.
So when I came back, it was my search that landed me at Prime Rural, with the Prime head that time being Flo. He met me in London for some another program with Erasmus Plus, and he said, there's this project where we want to lead. And that time, it was just a fellowship, it was a blank page. So I asked him, what is it about? He said, however you want it to be. So I asked him 2 questions. Do I get to be on the field? And do I get to design the whole program from scratch? And he said, all yours.
It's your baby.
And that's how it started. From the beginning, a blank page was given, and just designed it. And today, I do not want to look back. I have got my technical aspect very sorted, because we are launching an app and CRM, and the way we provide doorstep incubation support, and the way we work with the community, my heart feels very happy. And the way the youngsters are picking up in the project, like they are joining the project, I feel that more women also are getting inspired to join such projects and really take up leadership roles and serve the community as well.
Absolutely. So that's what I was coming to, to Prime Rural. But then before that, before I really go into that, I would also like to understand, that means, whatever you did it from your heart, and a lot of support from your family, definitely. How important is family support? Because today's children, there is a little bit of generation gap, and they want to do things differently, because today's times that we lead or are living, it's quite different from my time. At least the children of today are experiencing phenomenal development that is happening all around them. So how important it is for parents to understand this and also actually give that kind of support that the children wants to do.
I will tell you one thing. If somebody wants to do something that they really desire, they have to be stubborn. Like they have to be, that's a Hindi word called ziddi. So my dad, very. So my father, and I think it backfired at him, because he told me, be ziddi and be stubborn about what you want in your life. And it backfired at him, because everything that I wanted to do, I'll be very honest, it was a no from the beginning, initially, from my parents' side. They would be like, she wants to do national debates. She's at this age. I wanted to travel across the India, and I wanted to do, I'm a debater as well. So it's like, at this age, you're a girl, like how would you do it? I said, I really want to do it. I'll go, I'll win. And I convinced. They said no. I convinced again. I didn't give up. They said yes. And when I started winning, they didn't stop. So I think what I want to say through this answer is that no one is going to be rallying for you, even your family, in the first go. You have to rally for yourself, and you have to stand in front of the mirror, sit alone in the room, I don't know, but like you need to ask, like, do you really want to do it? If you want to do it, give it your 100%. Then you go against anyone you meet, and then you need to understand that your family will support you eventually, because parents want the best for you. Initially, they don't understand, because as you said, there's a generational gap. Now, me asking aerospace engineering for my father, he was like, what is aerospace engineering?
Exactly.
And when I'm saying national debating, I said, why do you need to do national debating? Like, why do you need to go to all the cities? You can just do it here. So while you feel you want to do it, you got to go after it. And the way you go after it, do not think your family is going to coddle you, or the world's going to coddle you and be like really nice to you. No, the world's not going to be nice to you. Sometimes your family is not going to be nice to you. However, eventually they'll understand. And that's what life is. Life is about going after what you want.
Absolutely, and that is can be spoken especially in terms for women or of girls, because girls and women are still kind of protected a little bit for obvious reasons, because the world is not so kind to them. But however, we also as a family need to rally behind them, and the girl or the child, both, I think a boy and a girl, should themselves have the conviction, right, that they should be convince themselves that they will be able to do that, right?
Definitely.
So any quick word really for all the girls, like, because you are here as an inspiration, that you have fought against your family's wishes initially, but then you've made a mark of yours also. So when it comes to girls especially and women especially, there are so many entrepreneurs also who have joined your league now. Any quick word for them?
See, not maybe a quick word. I will just say something very philosophical, okay? as much as the masculine energy is powerful in the world, the feminine energy is as powerful. So you need to understand your own power first of all. Stop being that person where you need to feel sorry for yourself all the time. Like, understand that you are very powerful. While you are powerful, exhibit your power, go, talk, express yourself. And if people do not understand, do not give up. Go after it again and again and again, and don't give up. So my quick word is never give up. Like, no matter what comes in your way, you believe in something, it'll happen. And like, I'm one of my inspirations, Zakir Khan. He always says that someone asks him, where have you come from? In Hindi, he says, I've come from a faraway place called Mehnat, which means hard work. And I feel all hard work will eventually answer.
Off, right.
So just do the hard work and don't give up. And for families, while your child is doing the hard work, please pay attention. Like, stand up. And because no hard work, as I said, will ever go to waste.
Absolutely. I think this is a very strong and powerful message, because I think, you know, the Gen Z or whatever generation that we are talking about today, they are a little impulsive. Maybe they want quick results. You know, they finish their graduation or they finish their course and they want a job to be waiting for them in the doorstep, right? But that doesn't happen. And thereby we come now to entrepreneurship, because you create your own job, right? However, prime rural and urban has done significantly, like the amount of entrepreneurs that we have, and yet it is such a fertile territory in the sense the state itself has so much of avenues. So tell us, how strong is the field here in the state, the potential, how really fertile is the potential here that children of today, after they finish a certain level of studies, can at least opt for entrepreneurship?
You rightly said that we are nowadays very impulsive for quick results. Life doesn't happen that way. And once you understand it, you should also not become very laid back as well. That, theek hai, it'll happen. No, you go ahead, keep doing. You stay as agile as possible. And speaking of being agile is where entrepreneurship steps in. Why I feel it's a very lucrative opportunity for the youth of the state and actually youth of the world per se, and specifically developing nations, is because of the problem statements that lie in the state. You need to understand that compared to a developed nation and a developing nation, the level of problem statements are higher in developing nation. So my dad always used to say, there's no lack of job in India. You're not catering to the problem statement. There are so many problems to solve. You start solving that problem, you'll create another job. You'll create another, like an avenue about it. And that's what entrepreneurship is all about. Entrepreneurship is solving that problem statement and creating like an enterprise out of it. For the youth of the state, and specifically the ones who have good education system, pay attention to the problem statements. Pay attention to the fact that in my state, like maybe tech is not picking up so fast. I can make edtech happen much faster for waste management per se. I can have translation apps. I can do so many things that when it comes to tourism right now, I can have an app where, you know, all the taxi drivers can come together on the app, and then, you know, the state's people end up taking the state taxis only instead from outside, because it's much easier to reach out to the cab drivers, because right now they're so fabricated all over the place that you're not able to find the cab drivers. I'm just giving you an example of the problem statement. Point being that we need to think like that. We need to be problem solvers. We need to look at a problem statement and start thinking as a problem solver. And when you go in that path, that's where you start realizing an entrepreneurial spirit gets taken birth, and that's when you start building an enterprise. And we are living in such a beautiful state where our chief minister he was an entrepreneur himself, so he promotes entrepreneurship right, left and center. He's like, what funds do you need, what do you require? And he's there backing you up. The government's backing you up. What do you need? We are here. So I will tell the youth, come up with ideas. We are here to back you up. We are here to help you build it up. But you need to stop. What I feel is that replication has had its, its threshold has been reached. If we are really talking about the youth, come on, look at this problem statements happening. Create an enterprise out of it. We are the think tank sitting over there. We will help you build it up. Our job is like that. And we will create enterprises. And that's where I feel they need to capture that opportunity, and instead of feeling we are from a developing nation and feeling sorry about it, I feel it's the biggest opportunity. because you're never jobless. You will always have opportunities. I feel we are not capturing these opportunities because we want safe nets. Like,
that's right, yeah.
हम यहाँ पे ये अच्छी सी job है, it's giving me this much, this much. You need to be daring, and that's entrepreneurship.
Yeah, nobody wants to really go beyond a certain cushy feel that one has, right? We get a little intimidated, fearful of what will be there on the other side, right? But then yet it has been seen, and time to time again, those who have made it actually are the ones who have taken a lot of, dared to do it, right? However, this state also has a lot of potential, doesn't it, when we talk about the resources especially. So when you came here for the first time, what was it that you got impressed when you saw? When you went, as you said, you had to go to the field because you wanted to be there. What impressed you really when you met the local people in that site?
One specific thing, if you remember Ruralpreneur, the tagline of Ruralpreneur was discover the hidden gems of Meghalaya.
Okay, yeah.
I think that got me hooked. It's like, oh my God, this place has so many hidden gems. The people themselves don't realize what they have. Like, there's so much. And
you can maybe specify a few of them. So, like, we know about honey, we know about those things, but then there's so much more because Prime Rural has brought out these gems who are dealing with so many things, isn't it?
So let me give you examples. Like there is a stone called Mokhar stone from Nongstoin, that pink stone, that marbles found only in Meghalaya. So when the stone carver, right now initially you will look at him as an artisan, right? But for me, I want to break the glass ceiling or the concept of startups. I want to break that glass ceiling and say they are not farmers and artisans anymore. They are entrepreneurs. They are private limiteds. They can be partnership firms. They can be proprietorships. And when we took him to Startup Mahakumbh, my God, he was the star.
Startup Mahakumbh.
Yeah, Startup Mahakumbh. And he was the star. Everybody was taking his interviews. They were looking at him as entrepreneurs. They wanted to invest in his enterprises. Now that is just a stone carver if you look at it from one lens, but when you look at from systems lens and when you realize that how things are connected and how you can actually scale and look at opportunities across the country, you will realize, oh my God, this person can reach here. Same, we came across like a tea called red rice tea. It's in Jaintia Hills. It smells like coffee, energizes like coffee, but it's caffeine free. It was a traditional Jaintia Hills drink, but when the Britishers came, it got lost. So that she revived it, like she used to just sell it, and she used to sell it in a koi packet. Now it's in bamboo packaging, and it's being shelved outside the state as well. Today only in the morning I got a call from a partner saying that, can you just send me the picture? There is investment coming in. We want to show the picture of the bamboo packaging. So now the state has become not just the potential for that red rice tea, that bamboo packaging itself. We have diverse demands coming from across India saying that, can you just provide us the packaging so we can become a packaging hub? Then when we saw so much of banana lying around, right? The banana stems. You realize banana fiber can be made out of it. So there was one person who was doing it manually. So now I want to give her machinery so that she can scale in these manners. There is Umwai oil from Shella. I think everybody knows about the traditional oil, but we sell it in what? That Bisleri bottle. And now it's proper packaging. It's getting tested at NBRI. It's getting organized, putting it into organized entrepreneurial ecosystem. But that is just about the products. When you ask me about the inspiration, is the spirit of the people when we met them. Because I realized that they don't want handouts. They want to be individually empowered. And that's how when you were there, the Ruralpreneur, we have created 280 plus brands of Meghalaya itself, which is coming from the rural area.
Every nook
and corner of the state. And right now we are in just 12 blocks of 12 districts. From January, we will be in all 56 blocks of 12 districts. And we will every year have something called Rural E-Championship, so that, entrepreneurs come up, do pitching, they realize the spirit of startup culture. We want to really get them out of that zone of just artisans and helping another big brand being just the supplier of those products. So for me, what impressed me the most was the hidden talent, which was the USP lying hidden. Usually in other states, you have to create a USP for entrepreneurship. This here, USPs are just lying around, like so much out there. But nobody was capturing those USP. And instead of me wanting someone else to come and build that brand, I wanted them themselves to capture that USP, build their own brand. And later, when they feel, oh, I want to come under a bigger brand, their own choice. So I like that individuality of them taking ownership. So I wanted to really build upon it, and entrepreneurship became one of the most organic thing that you could do, because the individual identity remains. Your USP thing gets really out for the world to see, and at the same time community building also happens, because in the state there's something really beautiful. You can't really inspire people by giving an example from outside. Your own people, you get more inspired. So we wanted to create champion entrepreneurs so that people in the village only get inspired. It's like, okay, somebody reached from here to here, I can also do that. Absolutely. So I felt that community spirit, where people are so interconnected to each other, also got me very hooked. So it was all very mix of everything, and I can't look back anymore.
A quick question here: how important is collaboration? Because you know, Northeast has very similar handicrafts, or say bamboo craft, say for instance, or cane craft for instance, which we also have. How important therefore is to collaborate with each other? Northeast is a small area when you compare it. Is it, do you think that that is also a possibility in the near future? So or will it, or again then, if you look at it like in the other way, will it also take away the individuality if you do too much of collaboration?
No. So I'll tell you I look at it from two lenses. One is from the perspective of the people who are helping these entrepreneurs. So I'll tell you, we have like a fellowship kind of a model, where the one person is usually from outside the state to bringing that outside perspective, and two people from inside the state, like, and then we promote the associates to fellowship next year kind of like thing. But the people that we get from outside the state are primarily the ones from Northeast, like Nagaland, Manipur. And today I will like share you an example. One kid from Manipur, he was helping entrepreneurs from Mairang. His name is Mung. And by the time we were the last cohort, if you remember when we were giving the certificates, he was like most shout out for him. He just made a family here completely and absolutely, and they loved him, and he was building us the community so well, working so tirelessly. So he was taking these, now he's taking these learning to Manipur. Right. Same way when there was a person called Dangme who worked with us. He worked with us, took the learning, now he has opened an incubator in Nagaland and setting up the same kind of way we work. So this is how I feel one-way collaboration is, where the ideas spread out, so that the way we work with the community, you can also work the same way in another state in the Northeast, because the problem statements are the same. The second way is where I feel in the product context we can do collaboration, the individuality wouldn't go out, is when you have to become strategic. Let's just say right now our logistic cost across Northeast is very high. We are not able to compete with the plain belt areas as much because of the logistic cost, right? Because if all the Northeastern states come together and like, you know, we have a cargo setup where we subsidize the cargo, as all the CMs of the Northeast come together and subsidize the cargo. That way we will reduce the logistic cost. So I feel the collaborations have to be strategic and smart in these manners, where product development ideas which are coming from Nagaland also come here, so that we become suppliers of those kind of things in bulk. Why do we have to take plastic from any other place in order to package some product? If my state can produce 5 ton, then across the Northeast
creates more jobs, right? The state, in fact, has even more, with our Chief Minister himself leading from the front, and people like you are also at the helm, you know, bringing new ideas and that raring to go type, right? Because at the end of the day, leaders also makes other leaders. Leaders don't just lead, they also make other leaders, right? Any quick word as we are wrapping up this program today? What would be your quick thoughts to all those people who are watching this program? How important is entrepreneurship? Is this now the only way forward for the state, you feel?
See, there are always a lot of ways to go forward, but I feel this is one of the biggest opportunities in the state that the youth needs to really capture on. And that would be my quick word. My quick word would be look at the opportunities lying around instead of trying to be in the safety net, trying to do what has been done for thousands, always being done. So dare, and dare to be different, dare to ideate, and do something which has not been done before. The state is here to support you. And entrepreneurship is the way forward for the ones who are ready to take a leap of faith and do something daring and really create history.
Absolutely. You know, ideate, come up with ideas, and you are there to fulfill those, you know, and take them further ahead. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a pleasure, Minha Riyaz Khan, talking to you. And I'm sure you've inspired many of our ladies, many of the young boys and girls who are watching this program, that if you dare, you can definitely do it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a
And
lot.
we wish
Thank you so
Prime
much.
Rural all the very best, and to you too personally, all the very best in
Thank you
your
so much.
future
Thanks a lot.
endeavors. Well then, dear viewers, that is Minha Riyaz Khan, and she, as we said, is the project lead of Prime Rural, a very ambitious project of the government of Meghalaya. I'm sure you have heard about it time and again, and you can definitely reach to them, to her specially, right, and find a path forward in your future ahead. Thank you very much, and I hope you've enjoyed this conversation between the two of us. Until next time, from the two of us and the entire team behind in the background, it's goodbye.